What's the weather, Miles? Quali and race, yeah? Thanks, Miles. Alright, mate, just mute me, alright? Alright, Miles. And here we are at Hungary with only 5 people in PSF1 F3. Certainly not the numbers that I wanted. Should be a lot more. But it is what it is at the moment, I'm sorry. But hopefully 5 start and 5 will finish. Currently on board with Robbie Rutcheks. Coming up to the wibbly wobbly corner. On his out lap to start his first lap. One stop race. Mediums to hards. As the softs will only last maximum 6, maybe 7 laps. And here we go, rounding the last corner now. And goes wide. I don't know if he'll get away with that. But it looks like he's going to stay on board with it. Into turn 1, tidy. Coming down now to turn 2. Want a good exit here. Into turn 3. Heading downhill now. Just slightly climbing up to Mansell, turn 4. Into turn 5, stay away from the curbs because the curbs will pull you in. And he's backed out. Go on board with Di Miles. Turquoise Bones into turn 2, turn 3. Get this corner right because this is the corner that sets you up for turn 4, which is Mansell. Whereas Nigel Mansell's wheel jumped off his car many years ago, hence the name. Turn 6, clean through there. Turn 7, 8, nice free flowing corners. 9, 10, heading up to a Lacey now, where a Lacey had that infamous crash. Long sweeping hand here into the final corner, and he pits. Must have invalidated. Currently at the moment we've got Westy F1 on a 14.6. No failures going out on his out lap. Robbie on a fast lap looking at it. Don't want to get on them curbs. Turn 7 through 8, 9, 10. Not much chance of overtaking at this track. Though tonight, looking at it, only 5 races, there won't be much overtaking. Into 12, 13, and boxes. So Robbie must have invalidated again. We'll see what no failures can do. Out of the last corner onto the start and finish straight. DRS opens. Into 8th. Down to 2nd or 3rd. Accelerate back up to 6th. Drop it back 2 gears into 4th. Got to get this corner right here. Lines you up perfect then for turn 4. Taking a little bit of curb on the way in. Stay away from the curbs here. So far so good. You can take a bit more curb with this corner. It looks like he's going to carry on with a lap even though 4 wheels were off. Coming towards the end of the lap now. Is it going to be quick enough to challenge? I'm back in the pits. Where's the F1 out for another lap? And he's backed out. Or is he going to go again? So here we go. Lovely camera shot. Coming down the hill now to turn 2. We'll go on board, see what it's like from a first person perspective. Nice through there. And Westy's got this car hooked up nice. Car seems planted in every corner. Seems to do what he wants it to do. Coming up now to the last corner. Been a very clean lap. And it looks like he may improve. Which he does a 13.7. Good lap. 9/10 quicker. Robbie on a flying lap. Let's see if he can hold on to it without invalidating. I think that's Miles's headset in the background playing up a bit. But a small lock up. Lost probably a tenth and a half there. Into the last corner. And Robbie coming to the line, and he crosses the line on a 14.1 to go second. No failures on a lap. Backed out. Too much curb went wide. I don't know if he'll have enough fuel on board to go again. But of course, if you go with the softer set of tyres, you're going to get 4 sets of softs. The medium balance is 3 sets of softs and 1 set of mediums. And then obviously you've got the harder set, which I think is still currently glitched, where you get 2 sets of softs, or you're supposed to get 2 sets of softs. 1 set of medium, 1 set of hards, but it's currently the hards ain't showing up. as No Failures goes again for another flying lap. As Turquoise Bones retires from qualifying. I got the rev glitch on No Failures car. Can he take this clean? Yes. Di Miles is on his out lap as well. Let's hope he can hold it together and set a good lap. Oh, very wide there. I don't know if he's invalidated. He may have got away with it because he doesn't seem to be backing out. Yes, he's invalidated. Into the box. Let's have a look at Di Miles. Just take it easy, Di, and just put on a banking lap. Don't really push it. Just put yourself in P3, mate. A little bit of a twitch on the back end then coming out of turn 13, out of turn 14. Rear wing open. And here we go, barreling down to turn 1. DRS wing opens. For turn 2. Turn 3 straight. Down the Mansell now. Take a small amount of curb going in. Nice. Turn 5. Staying away from the curbs. Tidy through turn 5. Up to turn 6, turn 7. Up to the left-hander of 8. 9 is a right-hander. Up to 10, which is a fast swooping left-hander. 6th gear. Right-hander. Into 12. So far so good. Into 13. Try to stay away from the curb there. Into the final corner. Hold in 4th gear. 5th. Rear wing open. Rear wing. Cross the line to go a 14.8. Good lap. P3. And Westy goes even faster again behind Miles on a 1:13.3. Robbie's on his out lap. We'll have a look at see what Robbie's doing. 4 minutes left of the session. Here goes Robbie across the start and finish line. DRS open. Big lock up going into turn 1. Won't have done himself any favours on them tyres. Turn 2, nice. Nicely through 3. Down to Mansell. See if he can get it right this time. Nice clip of the curb before Mansell. Into 5, away from the curbs, tidy. Up to this slow chicane here. 6 and 7. Into 8 and 9. Up to 10 and 11. Coming down now to nearly closing the lap out, turn 12. Small lock up going into turn 12. Turn 13, long sweeping left hander. Turn 14. On to the start and finish straight to go a 13.8. It takes second. Half a second separates first and second. Die miles, a further second back in third. See how No Failures is getting on. So far so good looking at it. And it looks like to be a clean lap. Round the last corner, opens the DRS wing, crosses the line, a 14.1 to go third, pushing Miles down to P4. Miles going for his last flying lap as No Failures retires from the session. He's happy with his time. Robbie is cruising, ready to go back to the pits, I think. Yep. So I would say, excuse me, I would say Robbie's qualifying is over. So Di will cruise round. 40 seconds left to the session. So now he's going to have to get a bit of a wriggle on. Good lap so far from Miles. 3/10 out of his time trial time. But I think the best Di can hope for is P4, because he needs to find 7/10. Crosses the line with 3 seconds to go. Robbie's retired from the session and Miles loses the back end. Yeah, and retires on track. Not on track, Miles. As Westy. Not on track. Westy retires in the pits. That's the end of qualifying for the Hungarian Grand Prix. One moment. Get the timing shots. So I would say, looking at it, on the whole, I would say everyone's going to go for the 2-stop, because I don't think that you can go from softs to hards. So it'll be a soft, medium race. Looks a bit cloudy, but it's a clear race from what Miles tells me. Half a minute into the 2-minute wait. 1 minute has passed. 45 seconds to burn. It's good to give everyone a 2-minute wait so they can sort out their strategies, how much fuel to put in the cars, what tyres are going to go second on the first stop, what tyres are going to finish on. 25 seconds to burn, Miles. Can you hear me, Miles? Miles, can you hear me? God damn it. 10 seconds to burn. And we're good to go, Miles. Ready up? Miles? Miles, ready up? My God. Why me? Miles? Sorry about this. There we are, we're readied. Oh, the joy, 5 people. 5 less than last week. At worst, Miles. 10th. 10 people started. But at worst, he's looking at 5th this week. So, Westy F1 on pole, Robbie second, no failures third, Miles fourth, and Turquoise Bones 5th. If I was Miles tonight now, I would just try and build a comfortable lead over 5th, if he can do that, if it's possible. Keep it clean, and just hold on to P4. I wouldn't really try pushing too hard, spinning or crashing, losing a wing, losing a wheel, because with only 5 starting, it's not really worth pushing as Miles goes off in the background. There we go, the 1 stop, pit lap 7 to lap 9, and then go on to the hards. Let's see if we can get a good view. Not the back, I want the front. And away we go. A little bit of weaving, not allowed. Make a choice, stick with it. No failures, looking at going for it. Had to back out. Miles still holding on to P4. Through turn 3. Battling down now to Mansell. Looking at it, everyone clean through there. For the first couple of laps now, it's going to be pretty close until everyone sets into their rhythm. Turquoise Bones looks like he's on the hard tyres. Not a bad strategy call. No damage on any of the cars. And there we are, Turquoise Bones on the hards. If he can just latch onto the back of these cars that's in front of him, he's going to have a 20-second gap when they come into box in about 7 laps time. Westy initially sets the fastest lap. But the soft runners should pull away now for the first 5 or 6 laps of the hards until the hards start working. Back on with Westy, heading down now to Mansell, turn 4. And there we have the predicted tyre stops. With only 5 cars, personally I go the soft medium. But it's going to be who blinks first in boxes. As Westy picks up a 3-second time penalty already on lap 2. So, somewhere along the line, Westy's had multiple warnings to pick up a 3-second time penalty already. Sets the fastest lap on an 18.6. Miles doesn't seem to be pulling away from Turquoise Bones, as the gap is only 1.4. And it seems to be hovering between 1.4 and 1.6. Lap 3 out of turn 2 into turn 3. Start climbing up the Mansell. Bit of curb on the in. Little small bit of curb on the out. Stay away from this curb here into turn 5. Up to 6 and 7. Touching the grass there, you don't want to do that too many times. Into turn 10 and 11. Sorry about that. Where are we here? Coming into turn 14 now, back on the start and finish straight. The gap, 1.4 seconds to second. Half a second to Robbie, who has got 3.5 seconds over Miles. Turquoise Bones' tyre is now starting to work as he's latched onto the back of Miles. Which I think it won't be long before Miles seriously starts to think about pitting. And the other closest battle is Robbie. And no failures. The Williams line astern. Di Miles picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. 4 laps in. Probably the first of many to come. That's what I hope, is that he can keep it clean enough to finish the race. As you can see now, Turquoise Bones is right on the gearbox of Di Miles. As Di Miles pits. Let's have a look and see what Di Miles is going to go on to. I would say we're going to be looking at mediums. Brand new set of mediums going on. Kept them for the race. Nice. See what Di Miles can do from there, because he will have to pit again. Westy now on lap 5. We're not too far away from the soft runners coming in, but it's all depending if anyone's got the tyre life to go to lap 7 to lap 9 and pit to go hards to the end. As we can see, the Williams team, line astern in second and third, and Westy doesn't seem to be pulling any great length over No Failures in second. Two seconds is the gap as No Failures pits. Robbie's obviously got to stay out. See what No Failures got on to. I would say it's going to be a medium tyre. Yes. Brand new mediums on. And off he goes. Good stop. Back on the track. Where's Di Miles? Coming over the start and finish now. So, yeah, it didn't exactly work out for Di Miles. 5 seconds back. And you've got to feel that the gap now will start growing. No Failures tyres being a lap younger than Miles. A little bit fresher, but not by much. Turquoise up the P3 now on them hard tyres. Robbie now, I would say, would be considering boxing, as I think Westy will be as well. No doubt Westy has done a lot of practice for this race and knows exactly how far he can take these softs as he boxes. Robbie stays out another lap, feeling he's got enough wear in him. Will it be hards or mediums? It's a set of hards. So Westy is going for the one stop. Won't have to pit again. And there's No Failures to him. Yes, No Failures passes him. But No Failures is going to have to pull out now on these mediums. Between 16 to 20 second gap over Westy, so he can pit again and come out in front of him. Then again hunt him down then towards the end of the race. Robbie, will he box this lap, or does he feel that he can take them tyres another lap? Let's have a look on board. Small bit of graining on the insides. Di Miles picks up another 3 second time penalty as Robbie comes into the pits. Let's see if he can get it break down for the speed limit. Small lock up, yes. And the tyres of Robbie is going to go on to hards. No Failure sets the fastest lap on an 18.2 as Robbie rejoins. Miles just crossing the start and finish line now. Gap is very, very close between second, third and fourth. Another 3 second time penalty for Miles. They're starting to mount now, 8 laps in, with 27 to go. The gap between Turquoise Bones and No Failures, 9 seconds. The gap now between Westy and Robbie is slowly starting to come down. Though this will come down to penalties at the end of the race, as I say every week. The cleaner the better, because you usually jump 1 or 2 once you cross the line. The gap now below 8 seconds now between No Failures. But No Failures on the mediums tyres. He'll have to pit again. So I would say, as Di Miles gets another 3-second time penalty. Not looking very good at the moment for Di Miles. We got a yellow flag, which is Robbie Rutcheks and Miles. I hope there was no contact. I can't see there being contact because Miles was 3 seconds behind Robbie. So Robbie's had a moment out of turn 13, probably got pulled onto the grass by taking too much curb. So Robbie's got all to do now to get past Miles. Not a very good track for overtaking, though there is a couple of opportunities around it. Westy's still over the back of No Failures. Which isn't helping Westy because he's in the dirty air. It won't help his tyres at all. But I feel you've got to feel it's only a matter of time before Westy then is going to make the move. And it could be this. It could be the start of the next lap if he's close enough. 6/10 is doable. Into overtake, into Rich, DRS. Now we'll see No Failures probably go defensive, which he does. Forcing Westy to go the long way round. Robbie's got past Miles. We missed that. Would have been the start and finish straight. That little bit of a spin cost Robbie a lot of time. Lost 6 seconds to Westy. Miles has taken way too much curb. Out of turn 6. You can take a lot of curb, don't get me wrong. You can take a fair bit of curb out of turn 6, but not to the extent that Miles has taken, hence another 3-second time penalty. I'm not entirely sure how many Miles has got now, but it's got to be 4, maybe 5 3-second warnings. Penalty, sorry. Well, the game is only going to give you, if you're lucky, 8, maybe 9 3-second penalties, and then it's just going to disqualify you. But like I said, me personally, if I was Miles, I would just cruise around in 5th place. Try something new. Try for the fastest lap. Go onto the soft tyres whenever, and just try something different for the bonus point. He's in 5th, guaranteed 10 points. Pick up a bonus point for the fastest lap. Let's go back to Westy. See how he's getting on. No failures, goes defensive again. And fakes a move. But Westy knows it's just a waiting game, because No Failures has got to pit again, and Westy's just happy to sit there. Though really he needs to get past him, because this has got to be hurting his tyres, travelling in the dirty air. Ooh. No damage. Had a snap, looking at it, a snap of oversteer, which now is given No Failures a 3.7 gap. Travelling behind the car so close, so you lose downforce. Your car doesn't seem to turn exactly where you want it to go. Travelling in the dirty air, and then as a result you spin. Now Westy's in a bit of clean air now. The gap is 3.2. All things said, the gap is dropped now 0.6 of a second to No Failures. So Westy's back up the pace. Miles picks up another one. Miles, if it carries on the way it is, will be disqualified from this race. Westy sets the fastest lap, now broken to the 1:17.9s. That's what the clear air can do, the faster driver. Let him go at his own pace. There's No Failures, picks up a 3-second time penalty. So No Failures now and Westy are on equal terms with time penalties, one apiece. The gap now. Turquoise must have had a moment, because the gap has gone from 9 seconds, slowly falling. Seems to be still circulating okay. And his pit window is now open. No Failure still holding that 2.4 behind Turquoise and 2.2 to Westy, but Westy slowly closing in as Miles picks up another 3-second time penalty. Please Miles, wind it in. Let's see where this is all going wrong for Miles. Out of 1 down to turn 2. Car's a bit unsteady in the braking. Bit of a slide there. Into 3. As Robbie picks up a penalty. Up to Mansell now. Good through Mansell. Into 5. It's good. This is the problem for Miles. Turn 6, turn 7. This is where it seems to be going wrong. Lovely overhead camera shot. too much curb there. Westy picks up a 3-second time penalty. Now, looking at Miles here now on this overhead camera shot, seems to be doing okay, so why can't he do this lap after lap? I don't know. Into the last corner, turn 14. Cross the line at 120.8. The gap is relatively the same between first, second and third. No Failures can now see Turquoise Bones, but I think Turquoise Bones will be pitting, I would say, within the next lap or two, because we are just under halfway. We are now halfway through the race. 17.5 laps of the 35 lap race. Will Turquoise pit this lap? Yes. And I would say Turquoise here will go mediums. Yeah, brand new set of mediums. There we are. And away he goes. Rejoins behind Robbie. Five seconds is the gap. Miles a further 4.1 back. Westy now. Catching No Failures. Who's got a pit again. Robbie a further 10 seconds back. No Failure staying out now. Take these medium tyres as far as he can into the race. Every lap extra is a bonus, because it means his tyres will be a lot fresher than those behind him in the closing stages. Miles is in the pits again for a second stop and final stop. Another set of mediums, and that's Miles. Miles will go to the end. Personally, I think he should pit on lap, maybe lap 30, lap 31, and go for the fastest lap for the bonus point. Westy 6/10 behind No Failures. No Failures now will be thinking about pitting as Westy pits. One moment. I would say Westy set of mediums, as we have a yellow flag in sector 2. Di Miles has had a moment, lost part of his wing. Westy out on a set of mediums from what I can see. Yeah, brand new mediums. Di Miles is going to have to pit again. Lost his entire left end plate. So he's had a moment all by himself, which is the usual case. New nose going on, and hard tyres it is for Miles. Away he goes. No failures boxes now. This could work out well for no failures. And it's a brand new set of mediums for no failures. Away he goes. Turquoise Bones coming over the start and finish now. Jumps him. Also, Westy jumps him as well. So Westy and no failures. Both on the medium tyres. Only one lap difference separating the two of them. Miles now a lap down. And we have a new leader, Robbie. Now Robbie showed great promise in some of the races this season, but he's been let down by poor internet connection. Now tonight the gap behind is 3.5 seconds. That little lockup won't help him much. So he's got 4 seconds over Westy, but the medium tyres against the hards, the mediums are going to win every day. Lap 22 of 35. 13 to go as we have a move in the background. Turquoise Bones going very defensive there. Westy round the outside into turn 1. Good move. Can he make it stick? He should do, because he has the inside line for 2. Turquoise Bones is going to have to pull out, which he does. Now Westy has now got a bit of fresh air between himself and Robbie. Though Turquoise Bones isn't giving up. By Miles, another 3-second time penalty. Another 1, maybe 2, and Miles will be disqualified from the session. No failures picks up a time penalty, as Di Miles goes very, very wide there. You've only got 13 laps, Miles, to hold on to the checkered flag. Too much curb coming out of the last corner. Don't stop on the track. Okay, that can be remedied. As Westy now goes a 17-0. The gap 1.3. But the gap is falling dramatically now to Robbie. Them tyres now of Westy's are starting to work. Optimum temperature now. As you can see, the gap is just tumbling now. 7/10. Dipping now into 6/10. No failures in P4, 6/10 back from Turquoise Bones for the final podium place. Though this will all come down to penalties at the checkered flag. I think Miles has slowed it down a bit. What I hope he has. Westy now right on the gearbox of Robbie, who locks up into turn 13. Turn 14. DRS is going to pop open. Westy will use all his overtake and rich mix. And here we go. The move will be foregone conclusion into turn 1. Nice move by Westy, who currently holds the fastest lap as well. The next closest battle now. No failures and turquoise bones. The dirty air won't help turquoise at all. Going into Mansell. May have to lift. The gap now, no failures to Robbie, is starting to fall. See how long everyone's been on their tyres. There we are. Miles down one place, turquoise up one place. First, second and third as they started. 2 stops to Westy, 1 to Robbie. 2 stops to no failures, turquoise 1. Miles is on 3 stops. Yeah, Robbie's tyres 15 laps old to no failures 2 laps. You've got to feel that no failures will slowly start to catch Robbie, who in turn, Robbie is slowly starting to fall back now from Westy. One moment while I get a drink. As we can see, no failures now, 7/10 of a second behind his teammate. Personally, teammate battles, some teammates will let others go. Me personally, I like to let them go and just concentrate on my own race. Maybe Robbie will do the same because no failures is quicker. Robbie's locking up again. And now he's falling into no failures clutches. 6/10. Now 5 as we come across the line. Rear wing open. Will Robbie let no failures go? Or is he just going to hold him there? No. No failures, just showing him a little bit of the nose. But personally, I think Robbie should let him go. Because Robbie's time is falling back from Westy's. He hasn't got the pace to run with the leader, sorry. And his teammate is right on his gearbox. At worst, he's looking at P3, which I would settle for a podium round Hungary every day of the week. And it wouldn't bother me what step it was on, whether it be the first, second or third. But what Robbie doesn't seem to understand is that no failures is on his gearbox and it's bringing turquoise bones closer to him as well. Miles picking up another 3-second time penalty. One more maybe, Miles is going to be on the verge of being disqualified. With 9 laps to go including this lap. Big lock up there from Robbie. This isn't helping his tyres. 3/10. There is now 4/10. Robbie now should let his teammate go. Is he going to stay there? Yeah. No. Second DRS zone. But Robbie feels as though he's got the pace to stay in front of his teammate. Now 2/10 of a second. This isn't helping his teammate at all. Where his teammate may have had a little bit of pace maybe to catch Westy F1. That's now out of the window. Because 5 seconds on Hungary is a big ask for anyone. As you can see now, the gap behind the turquoise bones, where it was 1.9 seconds, is now 1.5. That's how much time Robbie has cost in no failures by holding him up. No failures now, back on the gearbox of Robbie. And we've seen this time and time again in PSF3, where teammates will not let the teammates go even though the teammate is faster. Nice shot over the rear wing there. Me personally, I'd have to go for a do or die move down into turn 1 or a do or die down into turn 2. Westy's now slowly starting to pull the gap on Robbie. 5 seconds is the gap now. As No Failures picks up a 3-second time penalty. Must be starting to get frustrated behind Robbie. As I know I would be. I would like to think No Failures and Robbie are probably in the same chat. But there can't be much communication there. Another big lock up into turn 13 from Robbie. Wide into 14 over the start and finish straight now. Rear wing open of his teammate. And now Robbie decides, yeah, that was a bit silly, that was. Robbie went a little bit wide, allowing his teammate to move. And then, for whatever reason, decided to try and close the door on him. But now Robbie now is going to fall into the clutches of Turquoise Bones. But we should see No Failures now start to gap Robbie behind. Now he's in clear air. As you can see, it's 8/10 of a second now, and that gap will just keep climbing. 9/10. And he's already broken the DRS range. As you can see now, the gap between Turquoise Bones and Robbie is starting to fall. Where it was 1.9 behind No Failures, it's now 1.3 behind Robbie. Robbie now 9/10 behind his teammate. Teammate needs a good entry to get out of this turn 14 now to keep out of the DRS. So Robbie doesn't get DRS, and there we are, as you can see it there, no DRS on Robbie's car. So Robbie is slowly starting to fall back. The gap is 1.2. Turquoise Bones. Lap time seems to be good. And there we are. Robbie's tyres, 21 laps against the 11 lap old mediums. The 11 lap old mediums should still be good for another 4 to 5 laps. But he should be starting to catch Robbie, because Robbie's tyres will be starting to go off at this stage. Have a look at Di Miles. Just cruising round. I think Di knows now just to cruise round. Though that won't help his cause. On the cusp now of getting disqualified. The gap between Turquoise and Robbie, 1.3. And we're on lap 31 of 35. 4 laps to go as Robbie locks up. The gap now between himself and his teammate, now 2.3 seconds. That's how much he was holding his teammate up. Though his teammate, because he was so tight behind him, he's not making any inroads on Westy in front of him. The gap now 7.7. Turquoise seems to be dropping off the back of Robbie. Maybe his tyres are starting to feel the strain. Di Miles. Out of 5 up to turn 6 and 7. How will he take this? Bit better. Just hoping now Miles can see now the checkered flag is in sight, and he wants to keep it clean to pick up 10 valuable points. Back to the battle now. Miles picks up another 3-second time penalty, and you've got to feel one more and it'll be a disqualification, and he's been disqualified from the session. And there we have it. Miles disqualified from the session. Lap 32 of 35, 3 more laps to go, and lo and behold, disqualified for multiple warnings of track extending and corner cutting. Disqualified, and there we go, 10 valuable championship points down the drain. But it is what it is. There we go. Miles has left the party. It is what it is. You can try and educate some people about keeping it clean, but each and every one to their own style. And it's what he feels works for him. Personally, you want to be looking at maybe between 3 and 9 seconds time penalties, but there are quite a few races in obviously F3, F2 and F1 that manage to do it 35 laps without getting a single time penalty. Yes, they may get a warning, but that's it. They're clean, and it does make you wonder, how can drivers in lower tiers get as many penalties as they do? Okay, Miles wasn't going to jump anyone as he was a lap down. But you'd think after 17 seasons, Miles would have learnt something about taking too much corner, too much curb, picking up a penalty, as Robbie Rutchek goes very wide. And wide again. Robbie's tyres now must be screaming that they want to be changed. Small lock up there into 13. Turquoise Bones still maintaining that little small gap between 2.2 and 2.1 seconds, and it's going to come down to penalties. Tyres are looking grained, and the car is starting to move around underneath him. We'll stay on board with him down to the base. Now starts climbing up the Mansell, turns in, nice, back 2 gears into 5, small lock up. And yeah, he's doing well. There we are, on board with the leader now. I don't think there's going to be any overtakes as the gaps are too big. So we'll stay on board with Westy and give Westy his moment in the limelight, who's just started his fast lap now into turn 1. He'll be pushing now. I think Westy still maintains the fastest lap of the race, so he will pick up that 1 bonus point, which helps him in his championship quest to F2, as there's 4 places available for the F2 league at the end of the season, as Westy picks up a 3-second time penalty. I'm not sure if Westy has 2 or 3 penalties, but if no failures behind was clean, there's every chance he could win the race. It was very wide there. Here we go. Westy now into turn 13. Comes round the final bend. And Westy takes the win in Hungary. Congratulations to him. On board now with failures. Comes round the corner, last corner. Where does it? Can he jump him? No. Obviously he had a couple more penalties. Robbie now jumps him, takes P2. Nice. And Turquoise Bones, I think, just grabbed P3. Nice for Robbie Rutjacks. Driver of the day is Turquoise Bones. I would say Turquoise has picked up P3. We'll have a look now at the classifications. And here we go for the classifications. And there we have it. Westy wins the race. 8 seconds from Robbie in second. Turquoise Bones jumped no failures due to time penalties. As like I said, it will come down to time penalties at the end of the race. But thank you for everyone that did tune in and watch the race. And we'll catch you next week. Thank you.